Alright, morning. We're not going to do any mucking around, long speeches. If you don't know anything about the single seed potato challenge, have a look for Digwell Greenfingers. He's the one who runs this. I'm not one of the official ones. This is just what I've done, and it's done with a supermarket potato. So basically it's a potato that's come from the supermarket, and it started to sprout before we ate it, so I was going to chuck it, and I thought, no, let's give it a go, see what we can grow. And I've been doing that for 6 months, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planters and then a big pot. The big pot I'm a bit worried about now, because looking at it, I don't know how I'm going to lift it. 2 of the planters they went in late, so I don't expect much back from them, but all I want to do today is I want to get out the first planter and have a look just to see how it's done over these 6 months. Fingers crossed. Right, so this is where the 6 planters are. I've put stuff on top of them, like just to keep the foxes out, because they'll dig these up at the minute. So there's the 1, 2, 3, 4 there. They were the original 4 planters, and this is the big pot. And then these 2 went in later. They were basically offcuts from the potato, which survived but hadn't got anything growing them, so I left them to chitter and got another couple of planters out of it. So I'm not expecting as much out of those, but we'll find out at a later date. Right, well, here we go. This is the first planter. It's algae compost from last year, which I used to grow melons and cucumbers in it. Oh, look at that, just underneath the surface. Let's put that there just to make sure, but just underneath the surface there's all them potatoes. Here we go. I think the variety is Desiree, but I'm not 100% certain, because so it came out of the supermarket and I can't remember. Look at that. Looking good. So, right, so there's nothing in the bottom, which is a shame. I thought there'd be stuff down the bottom there, but there isn't any towards the bottom. However, there's one. Put them there. Oh, look at that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, a tiddly one, and then I need to have a root around, see if there's any more, but I think that's it. No, there's another one there. Oh, look at these. Slight bit of damage on that one. I'm not sure it's damage, not sure what's caused that split. Oh. Right, so I need to have a tidy up and put this back. And that's the first of my single seed potatoes for 2025. Hopefully they'll be all like this. Anyway, let me tidy up and we'll have another look. Right, so conclusion on the first planter. You're gonna have to forgive the school kids coming out to play, and we are literally the other side of the fence here. I have an allotment, well, quite a few allotments actually, and the school playground is just behind us, so they come out and run around. However, the first planter, I've got to be honest, I'm disappointed, because I thought there was going to be more. From what I could see at the surface, there was going to be like a decent crop in there. I mean, it is a decent crop, I mean a really good crop, but they're all towards the surface, they ain't much further down. So when I planted them out, the potatoes, obviously the bits of potato I'd grown in the greenhouse, and put them in pots and potted them on and potted them out and planted them out. When I planted them out, they went straight to the bottom of the planter, and then I filled up the compost to the point where you know, there was just the tip of the leaf showing. And I'm wondering now, A, did they go deep enough? could I have got them in deeper if I'd only half filled the bags and let them grow a bit and topped them up? So I shall try that next year. And yeah, B, I suppose, is that, you know, because they haven't been mounded up like you would do with potatoes in the ground, whether that's impacted them at all. But overall, I mean, that's a supermarket potato. That's one supermarket potato, and that's one planter out of 6. Call it 8. The big plot, the big pot had 4 of the shoots went in there, but I would describe that as probably 2 planters, because it's only got that sort of capacity, maybe 3, but I don't think it'll have like 4 times the crop of one of the single planters. And I am wondering how I'm going to do it, because it's a lot bigger and heavier, so I've got to tip it out and empty it somehow. However, I will use that pot again next year because it was easy, and I have got another one in the same, so I should do that. Excuse me while I move out into the sun rather than the shadows. I shall do that. I'm going to use the same compost. I'm going to grow green manures in them all over the winter, and redo it again. I did think about seeing if I could join in with the actual official single seed potato challenge. I haven't decided for definite whether I'm not going to do it, but my feeling is I want control over what variety I'm growing and where I source it. I may want to do a different variety next year, and I may not, and then I may want to do a supermarket one again. I may not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. That's something to decide another day. But overall, there's a kilo there. So we've got 1, 2, the 6, 7, 8 kilos back from a single potato. I know the winner last year, he got 28 kilos from a single potato. You should look it up. It's the, do it again. Look there-ish. Look up for the hash SSPC. That's 25. This is the official one for this year, but look it up and have a follow of that, because it's really interesting. You know, when you start thinking about how we can get our money's worth out of our allotments, I can get 8 kilos out of a single potato. Somebody else is getting 28 kilos out of a single potato. It's well worth it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Take 2. Right, so I've weighed these potatoes now, and the weight is a secret. When they've done the single seed potato weighing, I'll let you know what I've got as well, but I'm pretty pleased.